Welcome to Daily Wellness Everyday Living. I'm Tamberly, and over here we talk about designing a life you actually want to live, and we use journaling, AI, and repeatable frameworks, and a whole lot of self awareness. So today we are talking about something I know a lot of us don't have language for, that low key exhaustion that kind of shows up before the day even really starts. Yeah, that one. This isn't about productivity and fixing yourself. This is about why your brain feels heavy and how we can make your days feel a little lighter using AI, journaling, and software systems that actually respect your capacity. So let me guess your morning. You wake up already thinking about what needs to be done. By 9 a.m., you're tired and it's confusing because technically the day just started. And I want to say this clearly, that tiredness is not weakness. That laziness is mental overload from making too many small decisions too early. Before we even open up our laptops, we've decided what we need to wear for the day, what we're going to eat, probably for breakfast, lunch, and trying to squeeze in a dinner decision too. And we're deciding if we need to go on and reply to that text message from last night, what the kids may need for their day, whether we want to listen to the news, and if we even got time or energy for a workout. None of those are huge on their own, right? It doesn't sound like it. But when you stack them together, they quietly drain you, and you may not even realize it. So, when your workday actually begins, your brain is already foggy because of all those decisions. You feel scattered, you may even feel checked out and annoyed with yourself. You might even be like, why can't I just focus? That is decision fatigue. It's your brain saying, I've been working all morning. I want you to pause because this is important. You're smart, you're capable, and you handle a lot. That doesn't mean you're failing at life when you feel drained. It means that you're carrying more mental load than your current systems can actually support. And nothing is wrong with you. Something is wrong with the setup. Most of us are trying to live full, intentional lives with almost no support for the invisible decisions that we make all day long. Even the small stuff connects to your bigger life. What you eat affects your health. How you start work affects your career. Avoiding money decisions affect your finances. You're designing your life every day in tiny moments, whether you mean to or not. And this is where I use what I call the design framework. Discover, envision, select, implement, grow, and nurture. This isn't about doing more. It's a gentle map for making choices with intention instead of defaulting to survival mode. And that's what we mostly do. So let's talk about an AI decision fatigue blueprint. This is basically this is basically a soft plan. And it helps you pre-decide the repeat stuff that drains you so you're not reinventing the wheel every single day. Think of it as fewer open tabs in your brain. And these are not strict routines, and we're not doing a military schedule over here. Okay. These are soft defaults for things like meals, mornings, and work blocks. Something you can follow when you're tired without even have to think too long or too hard. But before we jump into action, we slow down. We have to have that awareness first, then the insight, then checking in with our emotions, and only then choosing one step, one next step. This keeps us from turning self care into another job, another chore. And we don't need another job or another chore, right? So we're going to start by noticing where decisions feel heavy. Where do you stall? Where do you avoid things? Where do you freeze and end up scrolling instead? Now, this isn't about judgment, it's just noticing your patterns. For most people, the biggest hotspots are meal planning, choosing and deciding what we're going to wear, phone time, and evenings. Now, you don't need to fix all of them. Pick two or three that feel the most draining right now for you. And it might not even be the meals, it might not even be the clothes or the phones. Whatever, the three that's draining you the most, those are your hot spots. Now, instead of asking how your day should look, ask how you want it to feel. Maybe you want it to feel calm, focused, and restful. This is where the alignment starts, okay? When you design your routines around how you want to feel, they actually support you instead of becoming another thing to maintain. Now, here's a powerful question. What three small decisions, if removed, would give me the most relief? I'll repeat it. What three small decisions, if removed, would give me the most relief? That question alone can change how your week feels. Now we're going to bring in AI, not as your boss and not as it running your life, but as a thought partner for you that helps you generate options so your brain doesn't have to work so hard. Now, you can ask AI for a simple dinner rotation or a gentle morning routine or focus work blocks. When you adjust them, then once you get that, you adjust it to fit your culture, your body, and your current season of life. Okay. Once you have your ideas that you like, after you've tweaked them, you turn them into light templates. Patterns reduce mental load, okay? You're creating ease, not rigidity. So you create a pattern, you use it on rotation, and you establish gentle defaults that guide your choices automatically. So let's give you some samples, simple things that it may look like. So it might be something like hydrate. You start your day with a refreshing glass of water to rehydrate and energize your body. Or it could be you stretch. Engage in gentle stretches to awaken your muscles and promote blood flow, fostering a sense of calm. Journaling. You take a moment to jot down your thoughts or intentions for the day, setting a positive and focused mindset. It could be one of these, it could be both two of these, or it could be all three as your morning routine. Now, as life changes, your system changes too. That's just natural, right? You notice what's working and you gently adjust those things. And even if it's not working anymore at all, even after adjusting, you can toss it and do something else, try something else. There is no shame and there is no forcing, okay? So adjust gently, there is no shame, and celebrate the growth. Acknowledge every small victory to foster a positive mindset, okay? And then that encourages you to continue to develop and grow. This isn't about living on autopilot. We are not doing robot mode. It's about calming your nervous system so that you actually have space for your intuition, your creativity, and your rest. So I want you to try this tonight. If I remove just three decisions from my weekday, which ones would create the most relief? I'll repeat that. If I removed just three small decisions from my weekday, which ones would create the most relief? Answer it honestly, like you're talking to your best friend, okay? If you want a place to start, focus on breakfast, how you start your work, and bedtime. That alone can make your days feel lighter. So let's run through the starter blueprint here. Breakfast routine. You start your day with a nourishing breakfast that fuels both body and mind for clarity and energy. Work start. You create a gentle transition into work with a focused morning routine that sets the tone for productivity. And then you create a bedtime ritual that establishes a calming bedtime routine to ensure a peaceful night's sleep. And it also prepares you for the next day. I recommend that you save in your notes on your phone a page called AI Decision Support. On hard days, open that instead of starting from zero. Making your life easier isn't cheating, it's caring for your mind so that you can show up better in the areas that truly matter to you. So, before you click away, I want you to hear this clearly. You are not behind. You are not failing at life. You are just carrying more than your current systems can hold. And that is not a personal flaw. That's a decision issue, a design issue. I'm sorry. You are allowed to make your life easier. You are allowed to pre plan. You are allowed to let AI and journaling hold some of the weight so that you don't have to carry everything in your head all the time. This work isn't about becoming a different person, it's about creating daily rhythms that actually fit your capacity, fit your culture, fit your responsibilities, your spirit, your current season. Sulfur systems give you your energy back so you can use it on things that truly matter to you. And if nothing else, I hope that you leave this video knowing this: ease is not something you earn after burnout, It's something you're allowed to build one small decision at a time.
You've been listening to Daily Wellness Everyday Living. If this reminder supported you today, hit subscribe so you don't miss the next guide. For more reflections and resources, head to digitalwellnessjournal.com. And remember, your daily wellness isn't something extra, it's how you live every day.